submitted something, then the league knew that whatever his plan was wasn't approved by them. The Packers clearly knew, so did they lie? Was there a cover-up? That kind of thing. And like I said, if I was his teammate, I'd be pissed because the Packers lost this weekend.
Well, and they, that's the other part. They didn't do so well. But either way, that's where we are. And the NFL is now going to investigate. We'll see if there's any, fines or suspensions or anything else another warranted.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
See you later. 82's Aaron Satursky. It does. It feels, it smells stinky.
Out.
It smells like Aaron Rodgers went, I don't want to get the vaccine. And maybe it's true. Let's give the guy the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that he is allergic to the mRNA vaccine. Okay. Then, if you are, shouldn't you take precautions? I have friends who didn't get the vaccine. They still wear masks everywhere. That's their choice. Have at it. Good for you. Did he then not get the vaccine and tell his coach, yeah, I'm immunized? And then the coach took that as gospel and thought, like you and I did, that when you say you're immunized, that means you've actually had a shot and not the COVID theory that came down and immunized you? What does that mean? Did he have crystals and he sat outside and meditated and immunized himself? And then, did the Packers coach or executive go to the NFL and go, oh yeah, Aaron's immunized, and the NFL went, oh, okay, great, that means he got the shot. Did nobody vet this story, especially after Aaron Rodgers said he didn't want to get the vaccine? Nobody went, hey, you know what, you should probably make sure that guy did, because he had some, homeopathic immunization that he thought would work. We told him it didn't. Anybody want to go make sure that he got that? Anyway, sorry to everybody who has Aaron Rodgers on their fantasy team. I just hope that you were like me. If you're in a football pool, you got the news soon enough that you hadn't done your picks for the week yet, and that you chose Kansas City, and Kansas City won. That's all I care about. Okay, I have the funniest story. It was CNBC. Gosh, I wish Jane Wells was on this morning because she would do a hilarious job of this story. They had an article on CNBC over the weekend. Want to make yourself sound more confident? Avoid these 11 words and phrases that make you look weak. So here's one. Number 1. Does that make sense? Oh, I do this a lot. Or what are your thoughts? Or I'd like your input on this. Where I think I'm being nice. I think that I feel like if I say this, it sounds like I'm being inclusive and that I care what everybody in the room thinks. So I think I'm doing it out of good intentions, but maybe it makes me sound like I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe we should try. That's number 2. I think this would. No, you don't think it. You believe it. I believe this would. Or instead of maybe we should try, say, let's try. Or it's a good idea to try. Don't be nice guy like me. I'm not positive. Or I'm not sure. But, don't ever say but, apparently, after a sentence. I just wanted to touch base. How many emails do you get, especially in the corporate world, that start with, hey, Jennifer, I just wanted to touch base? No. More than likely, I haven't responded, so you're not touching base. You're not circling back. No. Needless to say, what to say instead? Nothing. In my opinion, what to say instead? Nothing. For what it's worth, what to say instead? Stay with me now. Nothing. Don't even use those. Throw those out. The phrase sorry. So when I'll screw up weather forecast, I'll say, mostly sunny today. Highs will be in the 60s at the beaches, in the 60s at Metro. Sorry, 70s for Metro. Don't say that. It's the state. Excuse me. All right. Blank was developed to increase. No. Say, I developed blank to increase blah, blah, blah. And the one that I hate the most, that I hope that I have rid myself of, but that you hear in interviews all the time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if I do or I don't, does not matter. So what to say instead? Nothing. There you go. I thought that was the funniest story. All right, some of the other stories that I thought were awesome. Did you hear about the fox that got onto the field and briefly stopped USC's college football game over the weekend? Stadium personnel in Arizona chased the fox. When it got into the stands, it tried to hide under a seat. Look, it just wanted to watch the game. Clearly. After then it hid under the seat, it ran down the stairs and onto the field. Because basically it said, fine, you don't want to let me watch the game? I'll just play the game. Stadium managers finally got to shoo it out, and they took it up an offering. The fox. When we come back, we'll talk with, actually, we're going to do our Biz Bites this morning. I've got a couple of stories for you. American Airlines says it's going to up its holiday pay for flight attendants. There's a reason for this. Elon Musk says he has a plan to use Twitter to determine the future of a portion of his Tesla shares. That sounds risky. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, apparently he lost his sponsor after this big COVID scandal came out. So I'll tell you which one that was in just a second. Right now, though, Nick's taking a look at your drive, and he's checking out the 15.
Yeah, it's a mess for the drive gen right now. Nothing reported in lanes, but getting out of the Lake Elsinore area from well before Lake, packed in tight for your drive as you make way all the way toward Dos Lagos to Wyrick. So nothing in lanes at least being reported. If you're encountering otherwise, though, pound 250 on the cell phone, keyword KFI traffic. For the north, on the 15 going to be busy again for you through Corona from before Magnolia as you make way past the 91. 91 west Riverside to Corona, that's heavy for your drive from Tyler as you're making your way toward the 241 toll road. Definitely give yourself some extra time getting out the door this morning. As you're making your way through the Orange County area, knock on wood, not too bad, except for the 5 northbound as you're heading through the Buena Park area off of Beach Boulevard into La Mirada toward Valley View. And then further northbound on the 5, definitely heavy for you and stretches from before the 605 down in Norwalk and Santa Fe Springs, and those delays stick around toward the 101. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
This report is sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross.
Anthem Blue Cross and Heart of America are helping schools across the country increase their access to healthy food. Learn more at anthem.com/ca/spark. Anthem Blue Cross is the trade name of Blue Cross of California.
The Dodgers extended qualifying offers to Corey Seager and Chris Taylor. Both players have 10 days to accept or reject the offer. Clayton Kershaw did not receive an offer. A Sunday full of NFL upsets ended with the Titans beating the Rams. Matthew Stafford had the worst outing as a Ram, throwing 2 consecutive interceptions. And Los Angeles will not be represented in the MLS Cup. The LA Galaxy and LAFC failed to clinch playoff berth. I'm Misty Jordan.
What is it that makes you uniquely you? Well, DuckDuckGo doesn't think that's any of their business. And frankly, it shouldn't be the business of any tech company. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo.
Rates subject to change without notice. Minimum loan amount requirements apply. 50% loan to value and 620 FICO credit score. Certain restrictions apply. Subject to credit approval. NMLS 3290. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California Finance Lenders Law license number 6036970. Equal housing lender.
Wake up! Have you seen these great home loan rates being advertised, but you've thought to yourself, well, never qualify? Well, you clearly haven't called IntelliLoan. Right now, IntelliLoan is offering a 1.99% APR with no points or lender fees. This is even if your credit score is 620. So no more excuses. Even if you've got okay credit, you're self-employed, whatever it is, IntelliLoan can help you get that great home loan. So call IntelliLoan today and ask about a 1.99% APR with no points or lender fees, even if your credit score is 620. Call them at 1-800-918-6200. That's 1-800-918-6200, or just go to IntelliLoan.com.
IntelliLoan.
Folks, March 2022 is almost here. Before you get swept up in the holidays and family, get the financial action plan to face your future with more confidence. Call 833-PLAN-EFE right now. Get a free Social Security and retirement review from Edelman Financial Engine. One of our experienced financial planners will partner with you to align your wealth strategy, personal goals, and cash flow to your future retirement income, including a Social Security benefits analysis. You'll know what you're doing well, where you face risks, and what you may need to do to fix things and potentially do better. Plus, your planner will create a financial plan for the rest of your life, specifically to help you reach your goals. The plan alone is an $800 value. You've worked hard to get where you are. Make your efforts go even farther. Call 833-PLAN-EFE by tonight at 10 p.m. That's 833-PLAN-EFE. Or visit EdelmanFinancialEngines.com. Acting now can bring more peace of mind later.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb. All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs. Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Napa know-how. Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
Addressing hair loss has never been easier thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration's simple one-day treatment. The most difficult part? Making the call for your free consultation. Call 844-333-HAIR and get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. AdvancedHair.com.
I'm Susan Owen, managing partner at OPO Law. If you think all personal injury attorneys are alike, you'd be surprised. All law firms are not the same. For over 4 decades, OPO Law has had a 98% success rate on over 10,000 cases. While insurance companies continue to make lowball offers, we stand up for you to get you the money you deserve. Fierce pursuit to win for you is our specialty, and we've obtained over $1 billion for injury victims. We don't settle your case for what the insurance company thinks it's worth. We settle your case for what we believe it's worth. If you have been injured in an accident, call 888-OPO-WINS. That's 888-OPO-WINS. Or visit opolaw.com. Remember, you don't pay until we win your case.
OPO Law, the law firm insurance companies fear most.
I'm Susan Owen, and I would be honored to handle your case.
Call 888-OPO-WINS today.
I realized that I had depression when everything was going great for me, professionally, creatively, in my relationships, but I was on the cusp of tears with even the simplest of tasks. It wasn't an event that made me sad, it was just being. Then I found out that over 350 million people around the world are affected by depression. It's time we talk about mental health. Go to iHeartRadio.com/talk for tips on how to start the conversation. This has been brought to you by NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and iHeartMedia.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The price of meat has gone crazy. So I went to lunch with Steve Gregory Saturday.
At a barbecue place up the street.
No brisket. It was barbecue snout and ears and hooves.
Bill Handle. Mornings from 6 to 10.
I mean, I have no problem not feeding my kids, but I don't give up my meat.
On KFI.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Welcome to a Monday. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. Here's some of the stories we're watching in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Proof of vaccination against COVID-19 is now required in the city of LA for people wanting to go into a range of businesses. So starting today, it's called Safe Pass LA. It's a regulation that's in effect for restaurants, gyms, entertainment venues, and personal care facilities. Businesses could be fined up to $5,000 for failing to obey the regulation. The LA City Council says the new law doesn't actually get enforced, though, until November 29th. So I guess this is a run-up to the actual enforcement. And international travelers are being let back into the U.S. after more than a year and a half of travel restrictions because of the pandemic. The first two flights from the UK landed in New York early this morning. All right, now it's time for your Biz Bites, brought to you by SoCal Gas. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/business rebates. Well, American Airlines is increasing its pay for flight attendants over the holidays after its little operational meltdown, shall we call it? So the flight attendants who work between November 23rd to November 29th and December 22nd to January 2nd will receive a 150% premium. Those with no absences between November 15th to January 2nd will receive an even higher premium of 300%, that is, for the hours of the work that they do during the peak holiday period. They say that on the schedule front, they've ensured that November and December are built to meet customer demand and that they are fully supportable by staffing, but if the staffing is so off, then right? Who cares if your plane is there? If there's no staff to take you anywhere, you and your butt stay in the airport. Or sometimes what's even more fun is you sit on the plane. But no, they wouldn't even let you onto the plane if they didn't have the staff there. So then you get the delays. One delay leads to two, leads to three. And then you start watching this trickle-down effect across the country. So American Airlines, I like this. Mm-hmm. It sucks that there has to be this type of incentive to actually have the employees work the hours that they're supposed to, but maybe they're trying to prove a point. Maybe they feel that they're overworked and underpaid. Maybe they feel that they're overworked and short-staffed.